Welcome back to the show, 8 to 10 across the capital. Adam here with you, and there's Sally as well.
Hey there, what's going on?
And if you're watching us via live streaming, youtube.com/NileFM, right over there is the epically funny, the lovely Mr. Michael Che, and we're going to be talking to him in a matter of minutes, just because he just arrived like about 15
into the studio.
seconds ago. So we'll be right back with Michael Che. And of course, in the meantime, if you have any questions for Michael, if you have any comments that you want to send his way, some love, some whatever, just you know what to do. 1042 is the number to SMS at NileFM. If you're tweeting, or Facebook.com/NileFM is the way to go. Let's go back to some music, and we'll be right back with Michael Che in a matter of minutes. Here's Moloko, though, and Sing It Back right here on Cairo's number one. So, Cairo, first glance, what do you think of it?
It's cool. It's interesting. It's something I've never seen before. It's, sand and river and beautiful houses. A lot of them aren't finished, but I still love it.
Yeah, that's very cool. How do you think? Because it's one of those questions that you just have to ask. What do you think of the traffic?
The traffic is, they kept telling me that the traffic is the worst, but it's not the worst I've seen, because the whole time we were driving, what is crazy is that the things that people are driving is a lot of people jumping on the back of carts and stuff. That's amazing. I've never seen. And I've seen a guy on a horse in the middle of the street. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, well, now you live here long enough, you see that, and a whole bunch more.
That was cool.
But the traffic itself is not a lot worse than it is in New York.
No, it's not that bad. In New York, it's literally like bumper to bumper, horns blaring, and you're stuck for 2 hours. This place is it's just a lot of cars. Everybody's moving. Everybody's got to get somewhere. That's cool.
Well, that's one of those things that you just don't hear very often.
Yeah.
Cairo traffic is better than some.
Having said that, though, we got a New Yorker here talking, so it's also,
it's slam packed. Like you can't move. There's people outside their cars yelling and fighting. That's traffic.
And it's like the yellow cab thing, like you see in the films.
It's yellow cabs, black cabs, all color cabs, everything. Vans, buses, everything.
Well, more with Michael Che in minutes to come. And one of the things that I really, really would like to get your insights or your opinions on is that recent election between Romney and Obama. That and more in minutes to come with comedian Michael Che right here on the evening session. Let's go back to some music for the time being.
That's the one.
Ellie Goulding and Anything Could Happen coming your way, so keep it locked. It's Cairo's number one. You have two.
No, I don't. So they say.
Well, we're here on the evening session. With me tonight is Michael Che. Of course, Michael's a big part of the big roster, performing this Friday and Saturday in a really, really, really big comedy event that we'll be giving away 2 VIP tickets for right here tonight. If you get my question correctly in the second hour of the show. In the meantime, Michael, again, such a pleasure to have you. Now, I understand you started comedy just 2 years ago. Is that correct?
It's 3 years ago, but it seems like only yesterday.
And I was just reading, and I came across this New York Times article. It says you're performing comedy literally sometimes 5 shows in a night in the span of 2 hours.
Yeah, man, it's really, really fast paced. There's so much going on. Any given night, there's 30, 40 shows going on. So to get on 5 is common.
Well, how do you get noticed? I'm going to assume that if there's 30, 40 shows going on every night, there's at least...
Well, it's like anything. There's the cool kids club where one person endorses you and then another person, now everybody likes you, and then your name gets passed around like that, and it happens really quick. For me, it happened insanely quick. I don't know what happened. But if you do 5 shows a night, after a while, people will know your name. I like the
humble vibe. It's it wasn't because I'm really, really good at what I do.
But that's what everyone's saying. That's the thing. I've been reading so many articles. Everyone's saying, "Oh, you're the next big thing," I don't know.
I mean, what is for me? It's a matter of where I want to be. You know, so like I have goals that I want to do, like as far as material wise and as far as ability wise. So right now everything feels premature, but it's opportunities to work, it's opportunities to come to Cairo, it's opportunities to, you know, see the world and really perform and get better. And that's the only way I'm going to get to where I want to be.
Amen to that, bro. Amen to that. Now, just a last quick question before we go back to some music. Do you have it in your mind that's going to be a little bit different performing comedy for an Egyptian crowd? Or is it going to be the same?
I can't wait, because you know what? People are always people. Like, you it's always the people that you don't expect to be a certain way, and then they're that way, and you try to hold back or whatever, and then you realize, no, man, everybody's the same. It's just comedy. So, you know, I hope everybody's loose, and we just gotta have fun. And if we go too far, then we'll pull it back. It's no big deal. It's good, people.
I love that.
More with Michael Che about the elections and about how you manage hecklers as well. That's always something that I like to ask.
That's a fun one.
We'll be right back with Michael Che right here on the evening session. Here's Paramore, though, and Ignorance right here on Cairo's number one. Well, 8:43, still talking to the really, really funny Michael Che. As a matter of fact, getting some love via Twitter over here. Mizo19 says Michael Che has a really, really funny voice. Looks like it's going to be a great show. Can't wait till Friday. Neither can we, buddy. As well as Alex Sunen says the New Yorker on Nile FM is wicked cool. That not to you, buddy.
That's cool. Thank you, brother.
Now, I promise we'll talk about this. I have to ask, who'd you vote for?
Oh man, is that like even a question? I voted for Obama, man. You kidding me? I couldn't wait to vote. I couldn't believe they was gonna let me do it. I don't know a lot about politics. I know I like him better than the other guy, but the other guy looks like a villain in a movie or something.
Yeah, but I have to say though, as a comedian, I wanted Romney.
Of course you do, because you can't make fun of Obama. That's how cool he is. He's the coolest man walking the planet. It's embarrassing. Yeah.
No, but seriously, I was voting for Palin, to be perfectly honest. Because if I was American, I'd definitely vote Palin. Here's why.
Oh man.
If there was one person on God's green earth that can one-up Bush, it would be that woman.
It definitely would be. She's probably writing you a very angry letter in crayon right now.
Seriously, I mean, the Bush era was like God's gift to comedy.
Oh, it's the best.
And if anybody had the potential to bring that back, it was Palin or potentially Romney.
I want to see Obama win, though, because I want to see him really let loose. He's not facing re-election. He could really do all the things that he said he could do. And I just want to see if he's gonna do it. Let's see what he does. It'll be cool. And plus, everybody else likes Obama better, man. They just like him. He's a nice guy, man. We got a lot of bad grief from people from other countries when we have Bush. Nobody likes Bush at all. No. It's good to have a guy that everybody likes, you know.
Although it was quite the tight race. I mean, Romney was out there.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't beat Obama with Mormon. It's just not gonna happen. I'm sorry. It's just
Did you vote for him the first time round as well?
No, I didn't vote the first time.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I didn't. This time I voted for him, though.
All right.
There you have it. That's where Michael Che's vote went. Although, again,
I can't wait to see who runs next time.
Us too.
Might be me.
Michael Che for president. You heard it here first. Yeah.
You got my vote. I tell you that much right now. More with Michael Che in minutes to come. Here's some music, though. Calvin Harris featuring Florence Welch and Sweet Nothing coming your way. Don't go anywhere. Alrighty then. Well, still we're talking to Michael Che. Really, really funny man right here. And we're going to be performing together, as a matter of fact, in a couple of days, Friday and Saturday, right here in Cairo. One big, massive comedy show happening in a matter of, literally 48 hours, isn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Wow.
I can see you're still a little bit jet lagged, maybe.
I got 2 hours. I got 2 hours of sleep on the plane. I had a nightmare.
Well, I wanted to ask. I mean, I was reading up on you, doing the research and all that, and I read that you had never ever taken a comedy class ever.
Never.
And that you spent most of your time learning, in comedy clubs and just learning from different performers and doing all that. So, what is the most valuable lesson you've learned?
The most valuable lesson I learned in comedy is that the worst case scenario is people don't think you're funny, and that ain't so bad.
Has it happened to you?
Yes. Oh, yes. In unison. Yes, it does. But yeah, of course it does. But I mean, like, come on, there's gonna be people out there that don't like you, and they might all be at your show that night. Who knew? but you also have to know, like, it's a learning experience. It's a growing process. But you have to be okay with the fact that it might not work, and you gotta. It doesn't mean it's not funny. It just means they didn't like it. Okay. It might take other things that you can do. People need permission to laugh, you know. You always got to remember that. People need permission to laugh. Like, you can't just laugh at everything you find funny. You got to trust people around you that, you know, that they're not going to judge you for what you find funny. You know, everybody has like a racist or sexist joke that they might have laughed at. And like, well, I can't let everybody know that I think that's funny, you know. So that's the thing. That's what I learned.
There you have it. Everybody needs permission to laugh. You heard it right here from Michael Che. We'll be right back. And as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking about how you manage hecklers, because that's one of those things that you just have to ask every comedian. That in minutes to come with Michael Che right here on the evening session. Let's go back to some music, though. Owl City and Carly Rae Jepsen and Good Times coming your way. Don't go anywhere. That's Michael Che right here with us in the studio right now.
That's
on the
a lot of
session.
What if I'm not funny?
You are.
What if it's the worst set ever?
I'm sure it's not. Those are just the jitters. You have me laughing all over the place, so that's pretty good.
No, thank you, though.
No, because I mean, it is the truth. I've watched a lot of your sets. It's very, very, as you were mentioning earlier, very conversational. It's very honest. It's very fresh, and that's basically what you look for in a comedian, I guess.
I appreciate it.
And you know what? Talking about you being a comedian, two things that I have to ask.
Okay.
What do you say to people that walk up to you and say, "Oh man, you're a comedian. Tell me a joke."
I tell them the worst joke I could think of, and then I do a silly dance, and then no one comes. That's why nobody comes to my shows. No, that's the worst question to ask a comedian. Please don't do that. Nobody goes to you and asks you to bake bread or whatever you do for a living just because you tell them that you do it. It's a setting and a lights, and there's a stage and there's a microphone. There's a whole science to this, okay? We can't just tell you dirty jokes and it's not cool.
Amen to that. Now, the second thing I have to ask is hecklers. Have you had any experiences with hecklers into your shows, and how'd you deal with those?
It depends on the heckler. Some hecklers are actually helpful people. Some people just don't know. They're not used to being in comedy shows, so they don't know how to behave. You know, they think that they're supposed to play along. Like, a lot of times I've had the worst hecklers. They'll come up to me after the show and say, "Hey, I gave you some good material." And I'm like, "No, you ruined everything." You know, it's almost like if there's a cop and or a fireman and he's putting out a fire, don't add more fire and then, you know, so he has to put it out and say, "Well, I gave you more fire to put out." That doesn't help us. Okay? You're making our jobs tougher. Stop it. Hecklers, please don't do that. If enough's enough.
Yeah, I mean, a message to everybody heckling out there: please do not do it. Even though it might occasionally come out as pretty funny, it's still making the comedian's life miserable, and pretty much the rest of the audience.
Yes, it is. No one likes you when you do that. Just, you know what? If you have something to say, write it down, and then after the show, you can give us your papers, and we'll toss them. Ooh, it doesn't matter. You know, you're coming to see us talk. You're not coming to hear you talk, okay?
There you have it. There you have it. Hecklers.
But still come and laugh, though.
Yes.
You can laugh.
Come, laugh, don't heckle. That's the message that we're trying to put out there right here. Again, we'll be right back with Michael Che right here in the studio after this. Let me see what's coming up next. Pitbull, I Know You Want Me. That's coming up right after this, so keep it locked. It's Cairo's number one. Welcome back. 9 and 19 across the capital. I have to say, I'm going to take out my trusty laptop here. I found this very, very interesting biography of my guest Michael Che here, and I was reading it to him because this is what it says when I googled your name. I think it was like the 7th or 8th result down.
Yeah.
Right? Here's Michael Che's biography. Michael Che's work is inspired by her love of animals. As a child, she dragged home every injured squirrel, bunny, and bird. She still stops and picks up every lost dog she encounters and volunteers as a wildfire rehabilitator. Now, I have to say...
That was my life before the surgery.
Because when I first read this, it was like, you know, Michael Che's work is inspired by her. I'm like, all right, that's a typo. Okay. Love for animals. Like, what does animals have to do with comedy. I'm not getting
I
it.
love animals. They're delicious.
There you have it.
So not a vegetarian?
No.
No.
Do you have any? What do you say to vegetarians?
I say just try it once. It's good, man. Put your teeth to work. What's the matter with you? If you like animals, if you like bunnies and rabbits so much, stop eating their food.
Right.
You know what? I've never really thought about it from that perspective, but that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
If you want to save the cows, if you want to save the bunnies, stop eating the vegetables.
I only personally eat animals that would eat me. So I only eat tiger and bear and eagle.
Eagle.
They seem vicious.
It's not one of those things that you just expect to find in a sandwich menu. Turkey.
Oh, I got my
eagle.
eye out for it, though. You never know.
It's coming. It might be coming. More when we come back with Michael Che. And you know what? In about 8 minutes time to be exact, we're going to be giving away 2 VIP passes to one of the largest comedy events of the year.
Can I win?
You want to watch or perform? That's going to happen in a matter of minutes when we return right after this. Here's Maroon 5 and One More Night playing right here on Cairo's number 1. It's currently 9:29, and I know that's traditionally time for the mini election. We have a very, very special guest in the studio, and that deserves a very special show. So we're going to add a twist on the mini election. I'm going to be telling you about that in a matter of minutes. However, Michael Che has decided to grace us with his presence tonight on the evening session. How's the show going for you so far, by the way?
This is a lot of fun, man. I'm having a ball here. We get to do this all night?
Yeah, I wish. I've been trying to convince them this whole time. They won't let me.
This is great, man. This is dope. I can't wait to see people come to the show, man. I really hope
I was actually about to say, we got Aragdet here, got in touch via SMS, says, Adam, it seems like this comedian is so funny, and can you talk more with him instead of playing music? You know what? You want to listen to more of Michael Che and watch Michael Che as well perform. You should be attending this weekend's show. It's going to be on Friday and Saturday as well. You know what? We got 2 VIP tickets that we're giving away for a lucky winner tonight. Here's how it works. Answer me this. I'm looking for a comedian. He is, by default, legendary. Me and Michael and Sally were just talking about him a few minutes ago. He is one of the biggest names in comedy. Had one of the most, if not the most successful TV show, and it was in his name, and it made it to season 2, but then he backed out, and he started performing small gigs just in New York. Who do you think I'm talking about? If you think you know, SMS 1042 with your full name, and if you got it right, you enter the draw, and you're walking away with 2 VIP tickets to one of the biggest comedy events of the year. Another question that came through here, Radioactive Cat asking you, Michael, says, what, I know it's irrelevant, but what do you think of today's music? Any favorites? And she says, pretty please, don't say Justin Bieber.
I like today's music because it makes me dance. And that's all. It doesn't matter, man. I can't tell the difference between a lot of it. It all sounds the same. I don't know if Pitbull is singing Flo Rida songs in Spanish or if Flo Rida is singing Pitbull songs in English. I can't tell the difference, but I know it makes me dance and I like it.
There you have it. Testimony from Michael Che. As long as you can dance to it.
As long as it's dancing, yeah, that's all.
Then it's all right.
I like it.
That's right here on the evening session. More with Michael Che in moments to come. And again, don't forget, looking for a comedian considered an epic legend, one of the biggest comedians of all time. Had the most successful TV show. I think it was the highest paid in the history of TV.
Is it Bugs Bunny?
Could be, but I don't think that's the answer we're looking for.
Maybe it's After Bugs.
If you know who I'm talking about, get in touch, 1042 with your full name, and you might be walking away with 2 VIP passes to said show. Here's Black Eyed Peas, though, and Pump It coming your way, so stay tuned. Well, 9:41, it is coming to be that time of the day. Now, 9 more minutes to get in touch for a chance to walk away with 2 VIP tickets to one of the biggest comedy shows of the year.
Huge.
You just literally scared me right now. Looking at us, I'm like, what the hell?
It's good. We need to shock, people into doing stuff sometimes. Including you, Edham.
It
I have
is
shocking humor.
huge, of course. Michael Che with me, and tonight in the studio is going to be performing there as well. Now, I'm looking for a comedian. If you think you know who I'm looking for, do send it in with your full name via SMS. Here's some clues. All right. he does deserve the name legendary comedian. He had a show that was named after his name. It was called the Dada Show, and yeah, that was one of the most successful shows ever to hit TV. Here's another clue for you. He was Pinball in the movie Con Air, and you just inspired another clue. Can walk us through it?
I'm Rick James.
Rick James. Marwan Morsi got it spot on correct. No, it's not Russell Peters, and it's not Bill Cosby. That's a comedian we were looking for yesterday. And again, it's not Bernie Mac. That's from Amr Magdi. Hibatullah Ragab, spot on correct. Nope, it's not Chris Rock. And for the love of everything that is holy, it is not Matt LeBlanc. No.
I think that guy should get tickets anyway, though. That was funny.
It is not Matt LeBlanc. But moving on. Do you have any questions?
I do. You know, we keep talking to Michael about comedy. I'm a girl. I want to know. What's your deal, dude?
Oh, that's comedy too. There's nothing funnier than that.
So are you seeing anyone? What's the deal?
No, I mean, I'm a young guy that's still searching for my Nefertiti. Can I say that?
Yeah,
you can.
Is that relevant? Is that too old a reference? Is that
We understand where you're coming from.
No, yeah, I'm not seeing anybody, but you know.
Has the amount of people that the girls that throw themselves at you increased with your newfound fame?
No, the girls that throw themselves at me are usually holding weapons. So
Right.
they're not, yeah. They're usually throwing butter knives at me or something.
Well, I think things may change really soon.
Man, who knows? It depends on how whoever comes to the show. I hope the VIP tickets went to ladies.
Well, we'll see about that. The ladies, it's an open invitation, as well as guys as well, of course.
And wear a carnation.
Oh, he's romantic. Girls like
small
that.
little yellow rose or something in your hair or something like that. Are there even yellow roses? I'm not really sure.
Yes,
There are.
All right, cool.
Oh, that's great.
One more time. This is what we're asking you, and a chance to walk away with 2 VIP tickets. Only 6 minutes remaining, so get cracking and send your SMSs with your full names. We're looking for a comedian. He is legendary. Here's your clues. He had a big comedy show on TV. It was like a sitcom, so to speak, and it was one of the biggest to ever hit TV. He was Pinball in the movie Con Air. And here's another clue, courtesy of Michael Che here. Rick James. That's another clue for you. Get in touch, 1042 on SMS with your full name. In the meantime, here's Rihanna and Diamonds right here on Cairo's number 1. I have to say, unfortunately, it is 9:52 and time to wrap things up on our evening session for tonight. We got a twist for mini election for you tonight, and I have to do it as well, announce a winner for tonight's mini competition to go watch one of the biggest comedy events of the year, featuring your favorite comedians, Ahmed, Michael Che, Edwin San Juan, Amir Zahir, and your local favorites as well, Peter Zarif, Khalid Mansour, and yours truly, Adam Abdesalam. We're all going to be there this Friday and Saturday. I think you could get the tickets. I think you heard the commercial at some point. The tickets are now available. And here's 2 VIP tickets as well, going out to one lucky winner. Here they are. I was asking you tonight to guess which comedian I was talking about. And I gave you some clues. One of them, it was Pinball on the movie Con Air. The other was he had a really, really massive comedy/sitcom show on TV. It was really, really, really successful. And the final clue that I think should give it away is Rick James. And thinking he has the correct answer should be Rufi. What's up, buddy?
Hey, what's up, man?
Rufi, how are you?
I'm fine. I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm doing good. Well, you heard the question, and you think you have the right answer, so let's have it. What is it?
The legendary Dave Chappelle.
Absolutely spot on, man. Round of applause goes to you.
And I've been trying for a long time to get those tickets done.
Aw.
All good things come to those who try, I guess. Not necessarily wait. You're walking away with 2 VIP tickets. Thank you very much for getting in touch, man. And you're live across Cairo. Any shout-outs, dedications that you want to send to anybody's way?
I'm going to I'm going. You're not, guys.
All right, we'll see you there. Michael Che is going to obviously be there. I'm going to be there as well. We'll see you in the show.
Don't heckle.
Words of wisdom.
Don't heckle when you're at the show, Rufi. Don't heckle.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot, man. That's unfortunately all the time we have on tonight's evening session. Michael, it's been wonderful having you on the show, man.
To say the least.
So much. Yeah, this is a lot of fun. Thank you guys for having me. I can't wait to see the turnout for the show and see everybody laughing. This is a dope city.
Well, I'm gonna be there laughing just my rear end off. So you can count on that.
If you want to get more of Michael Che, Ahmed, Edwin San Juan, Amir Zahir, Peter Zarif, Khalid Mansour, and Adham Abdussalam this Friday and Saturday. That's going to be one of the biggest comedy events of the year. So get your tickets now, I guess. And that's pretty much it. Now, the twist that we had on our mini election is I'm going to let Michael choose tonight. And he has made his choice.
Yep.
And God help me, I have to play it. What's it going to be, buddy?
It's going to be The Edge of Glory by Miss Lady Gaga.
Ooh, Miss Lady. I like it.
You know.
Reluctantly, with a round of applause, we go. That's it for us. Me and Michael are going to catch you at the show. Sally, I believe you're going to be there as well.
I'm going to be there cheering so loud, you're going to have to kick me out.
And here's another sneak peek of Sunday's show. Epic comedian Ahmed is going to be with me right here in the studio for a very special edition of the evening session this coming Sunday. We're going to talk about comedy in general, as well as how the show was for him. I think this is like the 5th time he's performed in Egypt. Stay tuned for it. Ahmed with me on the evening session this coming Sunday. That's it for us. Have a great evening. Michael, again, thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Cairo.
Have a great evening.
See you later.
Here's Edge of Glory on behalf of Michael's request.
Love it. Love it. Sing along.
9 FM.